Wow, 2 people. How many people got?
No, it's good.
Who's alive? Let me hear. Where are y'all calling in from? Where are y'all tuning in from? It is 7 o'clock where I'm at. Hannah, what time is it where you at?
10:03.
Jeez.
Yeah.
West Coast, East Coast. Where y'all calling from? Why is it so quiet?
So me and my boy over here, we from in San Diego right now, so we tap in and find out and see some good charts. You know what I mean? Let's get it.
San Diego with it. I see Jacksonville, Florida. You're going to have to tap in with Hannah. Yes. Cali with it. Dallas. Okay. Portland.
Washington, right around the corner for you, Abby.
Hey, right down the street from your girl. Okay. Shoot. Georgia. Go ahead. All right, y'all. Keep the energy coming. You guys already know we're all about the energy, because if we don't feel the energy, me and Hannah are going right back to square one. Back to square one. So with that being said, you guys already know, if you've been on any Herstory's call, we love to get the bad news out the way first, rip the Band-Aid off so we can kind of, shower you with love right after. But with that being said, Hannah, I love making you like the bad cop just a little bit, because people
having bad news this time. So I feel okay about this. It's all right.
Amen.
Okay. All right. So as Abby said, I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm going to do all the boring stuff first. So everybody that's already been on this call, you already know what's up. But if you are new, this is the Herstorymakersfx call. We are on every Tuesday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are going to be having 5 courses. Well, it's really 6 classes, but we have like a review for you guys. So you will really just be in this class for like 3 weeks. And by the end of this 3 weeks, you will be placing trades. You will be placing trades. It's not an if, and, or but. You will be placing trades. However, for those that are, vets to this situation, you guys have my door just opened. It scared the crap out of me. But you guys, we are adding something new this season, this wave, that is the study hall on Thursdays at 10 p.m. You guys, Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Joshua and Cheyenne will be holding study hall. Study hall, you guys, get ready, because these are our first wave people. These are the people that we trust with Herstory. We don't take this we take this very seriously. So we're going to have them go over all of the material that we go through that week. So on Thursday, you guys are going to recap. You guys are going to be applying these to the charts and learning how to place the trades and making sure that you guys are ready for the next class. There's no questions. You guys can basically take in everything that we're going to be giving you. Now, the class material, household traders. So, okay, you guys, thanks for being here, because, especially for people that have been in for a while, it's kind of like, I already know how to trade. Why do I have to go through this thing where I have to go through the beginning all over again? And yeah, it's kind of, especially if you've been trading for a while, it's kind of boring a lot, the first 2 classes, but it's okay, because we had to go through the same process, and that is opening your mind to, okay, maybe I missed something. Maybe they see something different. And if you're open to being able to sit through these classes, you will be rewarded in the end, let me tell you. This class and the next class, so today's the 7th and the 8th, are free to the public. These are open to the public. So if you want to continue to push Herstory on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, please do, because you can get anybody in the door. After tomorrow, though, you guys, we are going to be closing off all access to our calls. It's going to be password protected and monitored. So I know last course, there's a couple times where you can get in without a password. You can think you're getting by, but we have ways around it. We see all, okay? So please, 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 if you are not plugged into Herstory, if you're not plugged into with someone else that you know, please do so by next Monday, which is what day? That's like the 13th, 14th, something like that. Thank you. And we will be closing off Herstory. Now, I think I'm pretty much done. That was easy. So no bad news other than the fact that you can't sit through the thing if you're not plugged in. If you are in the chat, thank you, Josh. If you're in the chat in this group and you are brand new, like brand spanking new, if you came through Instagram, if you've been unplugged in for less than 2 weeks, brand new, please drop a 1 in the chat. We want to know who we're speaking with. Josh, you're not new.
You guys, brand new people. So what we've done is, you guys, right now, everyone has heard the success stories that we've been able to create. And really, we're not even creating them. You guys are creating your own success stories. All we are doing is showing you the information that we were taught. We just so happen to really combine 3 different strategies from Oren Wright's billions and billions of videos that we had to go through, and all that, the crazy hours we had to put in, and we're just showing you what works best for us. We're showing you what's the most simple form that we can profit in such a large market. You guys, 6.6 trillion. Can someone say trillion, please? Because I don't think you guys understand the magnitude of the money that we're talking about. $6.6 trillion are falling from the sky each and every day. And all you need to have is the correct information, the correct numbers to plug into a free app that everyone right now, especially right now, because of how many unemployment people we have, people filing unemployment we have, how many unemployed people, especially right now. Do you know how many people would kill to have the right information to plug into a $6.6 trillion a day market? They all have access to the free app on their phone right now, but what they don't have access to is the information to make them profitable in this market. That's the missing puzzle to their piece. So I need you guys to start thinking of yourselves like, yo, I can deliver this missing puzzle piece to this person because I know the information that they need to survive right now. Right now, you need to know how to make money off of your phone. You need to know how to make money online at home. If you don't, I'm so sorry for your loss. You're getting ready to, your bank account, whoo, I'm praying for you. I am praying for you. So I say that to say, we want to know how many new people there are on here, because during this time, it would be so selfish of us not to open this up to the public. They have to hear this information. They have to know that this is out there. They have to know that people are winning, real life people, no matter the age, no matter where they live, no matter the ethnicity, no matter the story, people are making it work. So with that being said, all jokes aside, Josh, you're not new. So anyone who is a vet, all jokes aside, if you are brand new and someone plugged you into this call from social media, or you're a friend, a cousin, a family member, you don't know what Forex is, and you're like, yo, sis, help me out. I'm going through it. I need to learn how to tap in. Drop a 1 in the group chat. That is you. I'm trying to talk to you. I got 2 people. Justin and Lawrence. Is that who I'm rocking with tonight? No? Why is Hannah shaking her head?
No, there was a good bit that said the first time, like, yeah, no, you good. You got quite a few.
Okay, let's get it. Let's ride.
We'll be riding with. You want me to share my screen?
Yeah, let's go ahead and ride.
All right, boom. Oh.
She said, what are we riding with?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Nah, okay. Let me get my screen out of here. So, you guys, this is going to be brand new. We've never done this before on any other wave. Go back to what is Forex. Let me just back it up to screen 1. Okay. If you've been on any other wave, you know we've never done this before. This is brand new. So you should know right now, again, you guys, I'm not going to sugarcoat the magnitude of this information. This information is so valuable right now. It is burning through my holes. Like, I have to share this with everyone. I have to let people know this is out there, especially right now. So with that being said, can you go back to number 1? What is Forex? Slide 1. There you go. Thank you. Okay. So you guys kind of heard me snap a little bit before. Just again, a lot of people, for those of you guys who do not know me, my name is Abby Vasquez. I am 24 years old. 24 years old. And I've been with the business, the company, Retire Rich. Shout out Retire Rich. Go ahead, show love if you're from Retire Rich. Where y'all at? There's 59 people on here. I know Retire Rich is on here. Where y'all at? Retire rich. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Let's go.
I was gonna say, hold on. Where y'all at? So I've been a part of Retire Rich for 1 year. You guys, in February, I just celebrated my 1 year of entrepreneurship. I had no idea what I was doing before this. I thought I had my life made up. A little quick 2 minutes about who I am, because a lot of you guys may not know me. If you know me, you've heard this before. If you don't, get to know me, because guess what? We're gonna get real close right now. We're gonna get real personal, because I always tell everybody and everyone, you're gonna get to know me. I'm very, as Josh says, we're a hot and open, community, and he got that from, if you guys listen to PD, who'd he get that from? I want to see how good y'all PD game is. Who'd he get that from? Michael Todd. Michael Todd. So that's one thing you guys are gonna learn from us. That we are PD heavy. Half of our call is going to be personal development, but we're going to get into that after this. So a little quick 2 minutes about me, you guys. 1 year ago, when I got introduced to this information, the same information you're getting ready to see right now, I was on unemployment. It's just funny how life works, because now millions of people are on unemployment, and now millions of people are feeling the exact same feeling that I felt for the first time a year ago, and I feel for them, which is why this is the first time that we are doing this. Herstory is doing this just because Herstory has so much eyes on them right now that I refuse to be selfish. I refuse not to use the platform that we have to educate the people, to at least share this information with them and let them know it's out there. It's available to them. It's just, do you want it? Either you want it or you don't. So again, at 23 years old, I was working for a bank, you guys, okay? A big girl bank job, not at the teller, not at the front, like in the back, on the computer, doing nothing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had 12 to 15 employees under me, and I would literally just check their work, make sure everything was flowing good, but the majority of the time, I just was spent on my phone. Anyways, so one day, keep in mind, just signed for my townhome, just bought a new car, because I have a good job. My bills was low. I had the money. Why not? So I have those two things I just signed for, because, I think I'm doing good in life. And all of a sudden, guess what? HR comes in all staff meeting, everyone in this building. I need to talk to all y'all. Long story short, they sold the company to somewhere in Pennsylvania. Everyone's on unemployment. Today's your last day. Thank you. Goodbye. That's it. They didn't care that I just signed for my new car. They didn't care that I just signed for my townhome. They don't care. And at that moment, I swore I would never allow another man to have power over my life. Ever. Because they can get rid of you at any second. So fast forward a couple months after unemployment, keep in mind I said I joined in February. I got laid off November 1st, 2018. As from November to February, you guys, I was lost in the sauce. Didn't know what to do. Didn't have no direction. Yo, I'm 23 years old, filing for unemployment for the very first time in my life. What is a 23 unemployed, like, what do you do? My whole unemployment check is going to try and cover my rent. My rent is $1,200. $1,200. Like, what? Okay, well, how am I gonna make this work? And that's just rent. That's not even my car note. That's not even my car insurance. What? Anyways, so fast forward to February. I get on Instagram and see someone that I used to hoop with in high school talking about she's walking out her job. And I said, wait a minute, how are you younger than me walking out your job? How are you doing it? She introduced me to Forex. She said, yo, hop on this Wi-Fi money. I said, what's Wi-Fi money? But Wi-Fi money, you guys, is so true when they say all you need to make money is your cell phone and a Wi-Fi. If you got Wi-Fi in your cell phone or Wi-Fi in a laptop, you are straight for life. For life. If you know the skill set, you can make money anywhere. Your house, the beach, wherever you want to be, you can make money. So what is Forex? For those of you guys who do not know what it is. You guys are like, what is Forex? Is just short for the foreign exchange market, you guys. The majority of you guys are probably already participating in the foreign exchange market. If you've ever traveled outside the country, or if you have a savings account, drop a 1 in the group chat. I want to see who's participating in the foreign exchange market. I want to see if you're participating in the foreign exchange market. So again, like I said, the majority of you guys are already participating in the foreign exchange market. The only difference is I'm getting paid for it and you're not. That's what happens when you don't have the information. You miss out on money. You miss out on money. So you guys, this is serious. The information we're giving you today and tomorrow, this is free. So if you do not have this and this right now, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Because I'm not gonna repeat myself. I promise you, I won't repeat myself. But this information I'm spending is worth $6.6 trillion. So it's up to you if you guys want to take it or not. So how do you say I'm already participating in it, Abby? All the foreign exchange market is all of the world's currencies being traded against one another. So if you've ever traveled outside of the country, you know you cannot use the United States dollar in Europe. You have to exchange it for the euro. You know you cannot use the United States dollar in Mexico. You have to exchange it for what? The peso. So at the time that currency is being exchanged for another currency, there's an exchange rate that occurs. You guys, all that the charts are that you guys see is the exchange rates going up and down, up and down, up and down. And guess what? We make money whether the exchange rate goes up or what other way can it go, y'all? We make money if it goes up or what?
Down.
Up or down. Up or down. Everyone that's losing money in stocks right now because it's going down, I'm so sorry for your loss. You should have educated yourself and invested into a recession-proof market. Sorry for your loss. Because while your stocks are tanking, we're selling US 30 and making all that money you losing. We selling SPX 500 and making all that money you just lost. So again, sorry for your loss. But guess what? After today, you can't say you didn't know any better. I'm just saying that right now. So if after today, you still make that same mistake twice, first time, shame on you, but second time, woo, man. Anyways, so with that being said, you guys, that's all that the foreign exchange market is. It's that simple. People are traveling every single second of every single day. So guess what? That means money's being exchanged every single second of every single day. Every single second of every single day. So with that being said, do we have the cash flow quadrant on here? All right, perfect. So the slide before that, what you guys need to trade with us, you guys will get that once you guys get plugged in, really, because again, I kind of mentioned it already. It's just a free application. You guys all have access to it right now. It's just, do you guys have the information to make money off of it? That's really it. So let's get into the cash flow quadrant because I just told you what the foreign exchange market is. I just told you a little bit about my story. So has anyone on this line ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
Yeah.
Pete, let's get it. Okay, so perfect. So I don't even have to explain. So Robert Kiyosaki, you guys, if you have not read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, do yourself a favor, go to your nearest library, go onto Amazon, go to your nearest Barnes & Noble, do whatever you gotta do. Actually, don't go anywhere. Order it online and have that come to your house. Don't go anywhere, just kidding. Let me just not say that because of the situations we're in. But order it, you guys. Read it online. I think there's a PDF file I found for free. So Rich Dad, Poor Dad will change your life, and the cash flow quadrant will change your life because it changed mine. So if you don't have a notebook, please screenshot this. Please screenshot this. If you do have a notebook, please take notes. Because when I figured this information out, when I heard these numbers, I'm a numbers person. I want to know how much money we're talking, how much percentage. I want to know the stats. I want to know the facts. So when I heard these numbers, it all clicked to me and it all made sense. All these terminologies like rat race made sense to me. So with that being said, Robert Kiyosaki came up with the cash flow quadrant, okay? He said, if you are living on this earth, so if you can hear me right now, if you're listening to my voice, you are going to fall under one of these 4 quadrants. You're either going to be on the left side of money or on the right side of money. So on the left side of money, that's what we're going to talk about first, because that's what the majority of us are familiar with. That's going to be our employees and self-employed. You guys, that's our people who work for someone else. We've all had a job before, right? I know I've had a job before. Anyone else? Am I on my own? Anyone else had a job before?
Yeah,
okay. All right,
yes,
cool. I was like, am I the only one who's worked a 9 to 5? Like, I'm confused. So we've all had a job before. And we understand that when we have a job, we have to exchange our time for what?
Money.
If you don't show up, you don't get paid. You don't get paid. So a lot of people are like, you know what? Man, screw this. I'm getting ready to become my own boss. And they go to the self-employed quadrant. You guys, 95% of the world's population falls on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, being an employee or self-employed. But guess what? 95% of the world's population is trying to divide 5% of the world's wealth. Does that not blow anyone else's mind? Because when I heard those numbers, I was like, rat race. That's what that means. Because they're never going to get out of it. Made so much sense. Did that not blow anyone else's mind but mine and Zach's? Those numbers made sense. Because the first question I asked myself is, whoa, where's the money at? Where's the 95% of the world's wealth? On the right side of the cash flow quadrant. You guys, keep in mind, when people become self-employed, you are not your own boss. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Because the self-employed is, think of them like your beauticians, your barbers, your Uber drivers. Yeah, you guys have a little bit more time, but guess what? You still have to physically be present. If a barber doesn't have enough heads to cut, if they're not producing, they're not getting paid. If an Uber driver doesn't have anyone to pick up, who are they Ubering? So I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather be the barbershop owner and come pick up my rent money once a month than be the barber and have to worry about putting heads in my chair. I'm not trying to stress every day. I'm trying to live a stress-free life. I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to live a stress-free life. So when I heard these numbers, again, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we can talk about business owners and investors because that's where the money's at. When I heard this information, I was unemployed. And I swore I would never let another man, another person on this earth have that feeling over my life. The fact that they can just switch my whole life like that because of money, like what? No. And now through personal development, I understand that I deserve an abundance life. I deserve everything that is coming to me. Let me just put it like that. Everything I see right now on this vision board and on this dream board that I have already signed and put a date on, I deserve. But I was just stuck behind a cubicle for so long and just brainwashed for so long that I thought that that's what my life was. I thought it was cool. I'm 23 working a big bank girl job. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was it. And then when I figured out, yo, Abby, you cannot allow $50,000 a year to stop you from $50,000 a month. Why are you limiting yourself? Why? Because everyone else wants to put limitations on themselves? No, you fly. Fly until you can't fly no more. So, with that being said, y'all can clearly hear I'm not playing. Because right now, especially during this time, I am feeling that hurt that all these people who are unemployed are feeling. Because I was there a year ago. I was there. So I understand the frustration. I understand just wanting to just make it out the mud. I just need it to happen so bad for me. I need it to happen for me. I don't want it to happen for me. I need it to happen for me. So with that being said, you guys, I understood I could not go back to being an employee. I could not go back to being an employee. I could not go back to exchanging my time for money. I could not go back to having to be physically there to make money. So I said, where's the money at? It's on the right-hand side, perfect, with our business owners and investors. You know why? Because they understand a word called leverage. Write that down, leverage. It will change your life. They leverage everything. Leverage other people, other people's money, everything. So right now, we're going to be talking about the investor quadrant. Because you guys, the top 5% of the world's population is living as a business owner and investor. And guess what? They're dividing 95% of the world's wealth. So if you ever wanted to know where all the money's at, just understand it is with the business owners and investors. Did you guys hear those numbers? 95% of the world's wealth is being divided by 5% of the world's population on the right-hand side. While the employees and self-employed on the left-hand side, 95% of the world's population is sitting right there, comfortable, dividing 5% of the world's wealth. Does that not shock anyone else but me? Still, to this day, I've been hearing these numbers for a year now. And every time I hear it, I do not understand. I don't get it. But I can't be mad because before February 22nd, 2019, or whatever day it was, 2018, before that day, I didn't know the information either. So I can't blame them because they don't know any better. But that's why I say, if after this call, you still don't do anything about it, that's when, at that point, I can blame you. I can put that blame. I don't want to hear about you're in the same position a year from now because I already showed you the way out. You just didn't want to take it. So again, don't waste your guys' time. You guys understand this money we're talking about, we can get back in. We're going to be showing you guys how to get this in the market like this. So money's nothing. And anyone who's been through our course, you're going to hear them talk about it all the time. Money's nothing. We're not focused about the money because we understand that the money is a byproduct of all the work that we're putting in. All the time we're putting in and applying. We know the money is going to come regardless. But the one thing, your number one asset should be your time. Your time is your most valuable asset. That is something you will never get back. So if you get plugged in, if you just heard this information and you're like, yo, and the best part, it doesn't even end here. This is just where the facts end, but we're about to literally dip into some PD, just a little bit, and then dip into the markets and show you how we do it. We're going to be showing you how easy this is to read at the end of it. So if you can stick for this class and next class, stick around. You heard the information. Hopefully you took notes. Hopefully you understand the magnitude of how powerful this vehicle is, because that's all you need, a vehicle to get you to where you want to be. Because right now, a lot of people don't have vehicles. Millions of people are at home with no vehicle, 0 vehicles. So what are you going to do? How are you going to learn to make income from the comfort of your home and the comfort of your cell phone? So, with that being said, Miss Hannah Kelly, where's she at?
I couldn't press a mute button. That's what. Hey, how are y'all doing? Wasn't that like, if you learned something today, can you drop a 2 in the chat? Drop a 2 in the chat. And if you didn't learn something, what's wrong with you? All right, y'all. Perfect. So I realize my picture's not showing. Anyway, so what we're going to go over today, you guys, is very, very introductory. It's very simplistic, but it's very impactful. So for those that don't know me, my name is Hannah Kelly. What are we doing? No. Back it up. We're not going over this chart right now. We had facts. We didn't have PD today. I'm sorry.
Where's your face
every
at?
last one of you vets on here for not stopping and saying, "Where's the PD at?" Yes, we we gave you facts, and some of it was impactful. But you guys, there's so many things that go into trading that is not lines on a chart. That let me show my face. That's not lines on a chart that impacts your trading heavily, more than anything. You can learn how to do this trading thing, you guys, and be completely broke, because you don't have the confidence to take the trades. You don't have the confidence to stick in when it looks like you're losing. You don't have the focus to make sure that you're only focusing on one pair or one strategy or one PD person. You don't have you don't possess any of those things. And so if you don't have those things, how can you apply it to this? Because this is what's going to make you money. This is what going to set you free. So if you don't have that, you might as well give up now. Leave. Seriously, because you're wasting your time, you're wasting my time, and I don't like wasting my time. If you don't know if you're new, if you found me off of like Instagram or whatever, I have 4 children and I'm single. I don't have enough time to waste any of it. Okay, so if I sit here and say, well, I don't really feel like it today, I'm not going to trade today, that's diapers off my twins' butts, that's food off the table, that's me not being able to be in my own place, because you never know what life is going to throw at you. I thought I was going to be 30 years old, married with my kids and everything. I'm now single with 4 kids and in transition to be where I need to be, right? I didn't think that I would be 30 next Sunday, y'all, 30 next Sunday, dealing with the things that I'm dealing with. But now, if you would have asked me 2 years ago, I got in 2 years ago, if you would have asked me, is this going to be an okay situation, Hannah, you're going to get out of it, I would have told you, no, this is the end. Like, I don't know what else to do. I've tried and I failed. Yes, Aries gang. So I failed. I feel like I failed at everything. But now, since doing the personal development, knowing who I am, loving who I am, loving to learn the process that I have to go through, and understanding that the seeds that I planted 2 years ago, the seeds that I planted a year ago, the seeds that I planted 6 months ago are now going to come into fruition. They're going to start showing themselves. They're going to start blooming, blossoming, and flowering, and I'm going to receive the fruit of all the hard work that I've put into this. Now, when things happen, I'm not worried about them. They don't take up my time. I don't waste time on being in my room crying because something didn't go my way. Now it's okay. Well, that's going to be taken care of. We'll see what God has in store for that. Don't worry about that, Hannah. What do you need to be doing to put yourself in position to succeed when the next thing comes up? So yes, we can teach you how to trade. Yes, I'm going to show you only 3 things today that are completely simple. But the point of it is that you always have to know where you are, because if you know where you are, you know where you're going, right? If you don't know where you're going, where you are, if you don't know what you're focusing on, and you have everything around you, like just, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. If you're a person that flies by the seat of their pants on everything, you have gained nothing. You have not accomplished anything other than maybe having a good time once or twice. But when the dust settles and your friend over here got a whole life built up, a family and happiness, and such and such over here has a $1 million company, you sitting here looking crazy because you're like, I missed the boat, right? And it always happens. You might be happy now, but 5 years from now, what are you going to be doing? So you guys, take it for what it is. You need to work on yourself. That was the one thing in the first year of me trading that I neglected. That's the one thing that I, at the time, regretted, because I felt like I could be further. There are people that I got into you guys, you don't realize I started the same time JBL started. I started 5 months after Geo started, and look where they are. But the old me would have been like, man, they're so successful right now, sitting here and I'm not getting where I need to be. What am I doing wrong? I'm comparing what they did, but they did more than I did in the beginning. They did things different ways that worked better for them. Instead of me focusing on what I need to be doing and planting the right seeds, I was over here. Granted, I was pregnant, so we're not going to talk about that, but like I was all over the place. Right. There you go. I started in February, of that next year. Like I was all over the place, and now I don't really have anything to show for it other than the fact that it's a lesson learned. It's a lesson that I'm not going to do again. It's an experience that I'm not going to do again. So, all right, you know what? I think that's enough. You think that's enough? I can show you the charts now. Super simple. All right, I'm going to share my screen really, or show this. Let's see. All right, so what I was going to say before, if you don't know me, I live in Jacksonville, Florida. Alexis, definitely reach out to me on Telegram or Instagram or whatever, because I'm in Jacksonville. So everything I'm going to use as an analogy is basically based off the ocean, because that's what I get to look at all the time. So you guys, the market, I like to explain it as the ocean. So I like to go to the beach. When I lived in Orlando, I used to go to Cocoa Beach all the time. And depending on what time of day I went, you would have the ocean at low tide or you have it at high tide, right? So if the ocean at one particular time was at low tide, and everybody else knows that eventually as the day passes, you're going to make it to the high tide, to the highest point that the ocean is going to go that day. Well, last time I checked, the ocean doesn't just rush the beach. It doesn't just take out everybody. It doesn't just wipe everybody out trying to get from low point to high point. It has waves, right? The ocean has waves where it ebbs and flows back and forth, getting higher and higher over time until it reaches its highest point. And the same goes when it goes from its highest point to its lowest point. It ebbs and flows back and forth. Well, your market does the exact same thing. We call that trend. Okay, so these series of waves or high and low points in any given direction is called a trend. Okay, so if we want to look at the left side, which is in blue, our uptrend, the definition, if you're writing notes, the definition of an uptrend is a series of highs and lows that both get higher over time. So your highs get higher and your lows get higher. If you have a series of them, everything's based on time in trading, guys. If you have a series of them getting higher, that's going to be your uptrend. Very simple, right? So if we're going from high tide to low tide, that's going to be a downtrend where you have those same series of highs and lows, but instead of going in the up direction, it's going to go in the down direction. Okay, that would be a downtrend. The right side, the red. All right, and then you have when I say, hey, Abby, what you want for lunch today? And she said, well, I kind of want, other than her saying I want ceviche, she'd be like, I kind of want some this, or I kind of want some of that, or I don't really know what I want. That's really what this bottom part is, consolidation. It's where you have highs and lows that really don't go in an overall direction. They kind of just go from left to right. That is consolidated market. What we don't do is trade this consolidated market. But in order for you to know that you don't trade it, you must know how to find it. Right? So, very, very, very simple. You guys, this is Herstorymakersfx classes. So we operate as a class, as a teaching course, and so therefore you will have homework. Okay? So in order for you to pass today's class, you need to be dropping your charts. And I'll go over how to do that in a second, but you need to be dropping your charts in our Herstory Makers Visionaries group. The reason why we tell you to do this is, one, to come out of your comfort zone. Don't be comfortable. I know people send me charts all the time, and that's okay, just especially depending on what type of chart, because there's some information that we don't give out to the group. But I want you to get used to seeing people or having people see your work. I want you to be comfortable, because there will become a point when you realize what you have is invaluable. And you'll be able to take that information and show others. So if you're comfortable with showing people charts when they're wrong and being comfortable to take the criticism from people and say, hey, this is good, but here's how I would tweak it. This is great, but maybe you should look out and if you're open and able to see that, then you're able to learn from it more. And our vets have been told they know our strategy like the back of their hand, and I trust them with everything to tell you what's right because they know what we would say. Some people will tell you, hey, find that house, what you doing? Some people might be on more Hannah, hey, did you find your 5 fingers? Like, doesn't matter. It's all the same information. It's all coming with you to you with love.
So with that being said, can one of our vetters, anyone who's already in our Telegram, can you guys drop the link to our Visionaries group chat? You guys, we are 230 people plus deep in this group chat. So if you are joining for the first time, we do have a couple home rules for our group chat. We really do pride ourselves. Like, I don't know who it was, but someone actually just dropped in the group chat yesterday, like, yo, this group chat is lit. Like, I love this group chat. Like, I love this freaking group chat. I don't know who it was, but I seen it in the group chat yesterday. And a lot of people have came to us and said, hey, yo, I love that when I come to your group chat, I know you guys are talking about charts and money. We're not sitting here saying, hey, welcome, new rank up. Well, all those things are great, but we just allow all those things to be celebrated in a whole different Telegram, a whole different chat, so that our charts don't get lost in the sauce. So that our questions don't get lost in the sauce, so that everyone literally gets their questions answered. No one is skipped over. So people come to our group chat just knowing they're going to get some type of value. PD videos are always dropped. People are always asking questions that you may be too scared to ask. Now you wake up and your question got answered. Now you're feeling that much more confident about your trades. So again, did someone already drop the link? Yeah, someone did. Thank you. Of course, our vets. Yeah, they got it. So if you are not in our group chat, this is where everyone drops their homework. This is where everyone drops their questions. This is where everyone drops their charts. Someone just said, again, I love our group chat. I love our family. Like, you guys, we're literally a family. If you have not been to our website yet, please go to our website, because I was listening to everyone's audio when they sent me in their videos. The two words that kept coming up, and me and Hannah were like, yo, we have to like get them going back to back on the video. They kept saying this is a family oriented vibe. You guys, we all family here. We all really truly care about each other's success. We truly do want you to win. We truly want you to make money. It's so easy it's not my money, so of course I'm gonna show you how to make it. It's the bank's money. I'm robbing them, you rob them too. Come on, I ain't selfish, I ain't greedy. Come on. So the two things that they're saying, family came up in all of their mouths, and simple came up in all of their mouths. They were saying that this is a family who shows you a super simple way to make money in the world's largest financial market. And when you come to their class, you guys, Cheyenne said it beautifully. Please go watch that video on trading with Herstory. They are the first thing that pop up. Cheyenne said it so beautifully. There's two things that'll change someone's life. Information and mindset. Information and mindset. You guys are getting the information, and she said it, you get the best of both worlds with Herstory, because what do? We start with the mindset. We start with the personal development, and then we give you what? The information to master it. The best of both worlds. So for that specific reason, we ask that when you join our Telegram, keep it strictly Herstory. We don't want to hear, no matter how much we love everybody else, all the other educators, but we don't want to hear about Christopher Derrick's strategy. We don't want to hear about, Luke Longmire's strategy. We don't want to hear about...
They all work, but we want you guys to stay focused. Remember
Yeah,
that
we don't want to hear about all those educators. You know who we want to hear about? Orrin Wright.
Yeah.
Because Orrin Wright is who you will be watching on Go Live. If you are 100% plugged in with Herstory right now, you are 100%, you see the vision, you're like, yo, I need that success that everyone who has gone through their course is getting. Dedicate and commit to when you go to Go Live, when you go to IML TV or whatever it's called, when you go to watch your TVs on all the educators, you are going to the advanced section and looking directly for Orrin Wright. Let me say it one more time. You're going straight to the advanced section and going to Orrin Wright. That's it. You should forget that there's millions of educators on that website and just remember, eat, breathe, and sleep, Orrin Wright. You will thank me in a month.
Yeah.
But okay, that's it. That's all I had. I just had to break them in easy to our group.
He snitches, so if you start spamming our group, he'll let us know.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. One more thing before we leave. Please don't spam our group chat without letting us know you're gonna spam our group chat. As far as like, you guys, we've had people who, yeah, like she said, Orrin Wright is actively in our group chat. Like he actively just watches what people say, and you know, he loves hearing his name. He loves that you guys do the homework. He loves when you guys go watch his videos. So don't spam our stuff. That if it's not personal development, and if it's not Herstory charts, Herstory strategy, please just ask us before you put something crazy on our because you guys have to keep in mind, you guys are getting in reach of 200 plus something people. You guys want to make sure that these 200 plus people that are plugged in are super focused. We don't want to put roadblocks in their road. No, they already have enough roadblocks. We're trying to protect our people. So let's get to it, Hannah. Let's get to the money.
So I showed you guys the very general uptrend, downtrend, consolidated. This is what I would say is theory. But we have, when I used to be like, okay, this is easy, whatever, and I go in the market, it looked totally different. So here's an example of an uptrend in the market. You see that I have high points here, and we'll go over how to identify these highs and lows next time. But basically, you have a high point here and a low point. And if you notice, this high is higher than the previous one, so on and so forth. This low is lower, higher than the previous low. That's going to be your uptrend. Okay. So same with the downtrend, just going to be the opposite. Your highs are going to get lower over time, and your lows are going to continue to get lower over time. Okay. And this is a consolidated market. So a way that sometimes like people can be so focused in on like their chart that is very close. That they're like, well, this is kind of going up. But if you can draw a box around or draw a line straight through and you're hitting like more than one area, then it's considered consolidation, okay? So what I want you guys to do for your homework are two things. I want you to go into your chart, your market, your tradingview.com. If you're brand spanking new, your trading view is gonna look like this. Oops, I'm about to give y'all all my information. So you're going to go to tradingview.com. You're going to find, it's a minute. You're going to create yourself an account. This account is free. They do have upgraded versions of this so that are paid, but please just get, just get the free ones right now, okay? And what you're going to do when you use these tools to the side, like if you want to write on your screen, just use the text on the side, just write, okay, this is a consolidated area, this is a downtrend, so on and so forth. But when you come to the top right, there is a snapshot. I recommend using this on a laptop or a tablet. It's the easiest version, but if you don't have access to that, I ignored it. Anyway, if you don't have access to that, you can still use it on the phone. Do not use MetaTrader 4 on your phone to mark up with. The scaling is weird. It's made for your phone to look pretty, to be honest with you. If you're going to use MetaTrader 4, use the computer version of it or use tradingview.com. But you're going to just press this button here in the top that looks like a camera, and I personally like to say save image, and I can right click and then send it wherever I need to send it. That way I can put it into the chat. Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Cheyenne said that this week on Trading View or Study Hall, they're going to be going over how to use Trading View and how to draw tomorrow's class. Anyway, I won't get into their stuff. But anyway, so you have to have a downtrend, an uptrend, and a consolidated area marked on your Trading View and posted into the group chat. The other thing that you have to do for homework is to watch Orin Wright. So if you have access to the IM platform, I want you to go to one of his recorded videos. And I want you to go to the actually, I don't want you to go to the very first one. I want you to go to 7-1. So it's going to be July 1st, 2019 is the date. Can Cheyenne or somebody put that in how it shows? Because it shows it the European way, so we're at a date. So it starts off with the day, then the month, then the year. But I want you guys to basically watch, thank you. I want you to watch this video because it gives you a better understanding of like supply and demand, what I'm kind of talking about, and it'll give you a heads up on tomorrow's class so you have a better understanding of what you're looking at. If you don't have access to his calls, that is okay. Please still try to find the uptrend, downtrend, and consolidated area on TradingView. If you have any questions, please, Cheyenne and Joshua, there's reason why they're considered admins in our group because they have been there since day one and they have been a tremendous help to everything that we've done. So they will get to you if there's people that are vets. Anyway, they will answer your questions. You don't have to use a trend line or anything like that as of right now. Tomorrow or the next class, we'll go over that. But I just want you to find those 3 things or watch that video. Say have to mark the trend or just show pictures of them, Justin. You don't have to actually draw. Just we'll go over how to write that our way of doing it. And before, that is really all we have. I told you the first call is like just basic, but that's fine because it's the stepping stone to where we need to be going. But the last thing I want to do before we leave is I kind of just want to show you guys, this is what we created. This is what we're so thankful for. And I really would love for you guys to visit it. As well as there is a video that is on here that we put on our YouTube. Notice we have contact information, guys. You can share any of this information. Our Gmail is how you're gonna end up reaching us. We have a phone number. Please only text that number. We don't answer the phone calls. And this is something that Abby and I both have access to. So if you ever have any questions, you don't have to send the same question to both of us or all of us. Like we all have access to it. So, but yeah, guys, we love for people to reach out to us that didn't think that Forex was real. A big thing is people thinking that Forex is something that only rich people do, that it's not realistic for the average Joe or Josephine. So we want people to understand that we are real and we are actually setting ourselves free, our families free, and those around us that we love and care about free with something very simple. The purpose of Herstory is to give you a fresh look on the market, to really understand it and open that door for you to take the next steps so that you can do what you need to do with it. Oren likes to say, take what I say, make it better, make it your own, and share it with others. And that's something that is really at the core of what we do. And so we want to be able to spread that to everybody that we come across. So please share on Instagram, tag us, take any of the hashtags that Abby creates during PD, any of that stuff. We love it all. Abby, is there anything you would like to add?
I'm like, no, she pretty much got it all, you guys. Other than study hall, keep in mind, study hall. So you guys have one more class tomorrow. We are definitely going to be getting into a little bit more information. But you guys, we want you guys to be showing up to study hall. I always tell you guys, you have to show up for your own success. No one is going to come and save you. You have to come and save you. So make sure you are plugging into study hall. Make sure you are applying the information that is being taught every Tuesday and Wednesday. Please don't make me waste my saliva. I'm over here like thirsty trying to keep up all this water because I keep talking, but it's gonna be worth it because you guys, this wave is ridiculous. Let me just say that this wave's energy, this wave's just the hunger that you guys have for success is ridiculous, and I am just so excited. Like, I'm getting like my evil smirk on because I already know that the stories we about to crack, people are gonna be like, there's just no freaking way. There's no freaking way that's possible. And we gonna be sitting here like, yo, you sleep, because this could be you. This could be you. So, with that being said, you guys, make sure you guys tag us. Everything is at Herstorymakersfx. Check out our website. Tomorrow's the last free day. Again, let me say it one more time. Last free day. So if after that class, if after tomorrow's class, you are not with the organization, you aren't plugged into someone, whoever got you on this call, you got to be back in contact with them. If you got on this call through us, you already know we always direct everyone to our website. We have a contact us page on there. Fill it out because, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't know about my leaders on this call, but me and Hannah don't just work with anybody. We got to work with the people who need this to happen. If we're going to pour into you and we're going to develop you, because all that being a leader is what? Discovering, developing, and deploying leaders. That's all it is. That's it. So with that being said, we love you guys. We cannot wait to see what you guys do in this market. I'm so excited. It's already done. We are, because it's already done. I'm so happy and grateful now that we are about to be cracking 10. Someone say with me, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
Arm me up. We 10 out here.
10 six-figure earners are about to crack from here. 10 of them. So if you think you are one, you truly believe in your heart, like, yo, I am touching 6 figures this year. On my life, on my mom's life, on everyone's life. I am touching 6 figures. Go ahead, drop that I believe. I am one of those. I am one of the 10. That's me. That's my name. Write my name right next to, right there. That's me. I believe. That's me. 6 figures is already done. Because if they could do it for Josh, they could do it for you. If they could do it for Cheyenne, they could do it for you. They did it for Allie. They gonna do it for you. So with that being said, you guys, if you're brand new on here, this was your first time being on this call, the first time seeing this information, just understand the man above is very intentional with what he does.
Yes,
so you saw this information for a reason. You were on this call for a reason. What you do after this call is 100% on you. But do not say for 1 second in your life that we did not tell you this was out here. When cryptocurrency takes over, don't say we didn't tell you about it. So with that being said, you guys, we love you guys. We're gonna be like Drake says, back to back tomorrow. Peace. Bye, y'all.